Beautiful, beautiful people. Oof, the prayer I just prayed before I pressed record was so energizing. My feet are like dancing right now. Hello, welcome. My name is Michelle, the Sensual Shaman. I am here with your spring equinox reading. Let's get into it. This will serve us up until the summer equinox in June 21st, 22nd. So happy spring, happy new year, because I do like to think of this as a new year, right? Doesn't help that my birthday is also this weekend, okay? So hello, I'm really excited. Today we are going to be looking at the overall theme with our Sacred Rebels deck, and then we're also going to be looking at two separate energies. Those of us who are accepting and open and receptive to the big, brave new choice. You know, that's just the chapters of our life unfolding. Those of us who have been allowing our relationships to reparent us. Those of us who are allowing love. Those of us who are, allowing ourselves to get excited. And then those of us who are resistant. Now, the thing is, those are interchangeable, right? Through the next 3 months, you're going to switch and swap between both of those because life is not a straight path. You don't just become more receptive and then you're receptive forever, right? So these messages will be for all of us, right? So before I pressed record, my dad called me, and so I already pulled a card. I wanted to pull it with you guys, but so it is. It is Dream a Beautiful Dream. This is the overall theme for the spring equinox. Dream a beautiful dream, and then look at this activation of the earth. This for me looks like points of awareness, right? People popping off, and how our electronically, I know it sounds kind of, but this sort of internet, not just of the World Wide Web, but us as cellular beings, as people who are of this earth, are of the sky, right? It sort of feels like this sort of connectedness. And COVID is not the only thing that is happening to us globally, right? There are other atrocities that are happening. There are other beautiful things happening that are connecting us all. And so the beauty of that, and this card talks about finding beauty in the chaos. So let's see. This oracle comes with a particular message for you. I'm not going to read all this because it's a lot. I'm literally just bringing my eyes to a point, and we're going to just take off from there. There's a situation in your life right now where you feel uncertain about your ability to fix or heal. You lack the inspiration to be able to imagine it differently than how it currently seems to be. You may therefore feel inhibited in your ability to bring about your constructive change. However, the perfect beauty of this situation is not revealed by what you attempt to do to it, or through trying to impose the right dream upon it. It is to be healed and perfected into all that it can be, through the revelation of the beauty that already lies within it. This happens when we accept the existence of inner harmony in all of creation, even if it cannot be consciously observed. By expecting there to be beauty within a situation, even if it is hidden, you will be more open to seeing the healing potential, even in your challenges, right? So this is what it means to have a spiritual awakening and then continue on to that, right? To be able to be in traffic, to have setbacks and not let it completely set you off, right? It is being able to say acceptance, right? This sort of holistic acceptance of all that there is, holistic compassion. Don't attempt to force the situation or issue to take the right shape. Instead, ask it to show its beauty to you. This might apply to your body. This will apply to your body, to your relationship, to your finances, your work situation, a new creative project, or anything else. From this place of inquiry, you will begin to grasp the creative genius of what is. Ashe. You will be able to grasp the creative genius of what is. Even when it doesn't look how you want it to, you will be able to sort of right, this out-of-body experience, this bird's eye view, this sort of your inner being, your higher self, your inner child. Something in you is like, this too, the card from this liminal space deck, this too is magic. This too is magic. If you don't know what I'm talking about, you obviously don't follow me on Instagram or TikTok, and it's okay. But we talked about that. This too is magic. So that is what the overall energy is for the spring equinox. Let me see if I want to read anything else. You can overcome resistance and denial by approaching it with a curious mind, an open heart, and the healing process below. By the way, this oracle has come to you because you have the power to be a positive influence in whatever situation holds the most meaning for you right now. And you need to know that. I love it. I love it. I said this on my TikTok the other day, and it's, if you're looking for it, it says a message for your heart and throat chakra. And a mantra that I love as a rebellious tropical Aries is, I am a victim to no thing and no man. And I say that to myself when life is challenging me, when things don't seem to be going my way. Because it's like, you know what, I can still have a powerful, not even positive, or, I can still be a powerful influence over what happens to me today, right? I'm not going to be a victim to the unemployment office. I'm not going to be a victim to this healthcare system. I'm not going to be a victim to my landlord, right? When shit just doesn't seem fair. It's like, why is the rent going up and the pay isn't? I'm just going to place myself in the environment where I can thrive. Whether that's, for some of us, that's going back home to your parents, right? Whether that's moving out of the country, whether that's, giving up the 6-figure job to do the things that bring you happiness, right? I am a victim to no thing and no man. And so for me, that sort of rebellious heart, like that kind of energizes me. It says, okay, that's a shout out to the universe. Like, yo, we got this shit, and I'm not giving up. So So let's keep moving for me, ancestors. Keep moving through me, spirit. Keep showing me the way. I'm ready. I'm not going to stay stagnant. I'm not going to be complacent because the unemployment check ain't coming, right? I'm not going to be complacent just because my boss keeps minimizing my work. I'm not a victim to that shit. So, ashe, ashe, ashe. All right. So we talked about resistance. Actually, let me keep that page open. There's some talk about resistance. So let's go straight into that. So those of us who are resistant in those moments when we are resistant, right? Not just if you're resistant today as you watch this, but for those moments, those days, those few hours when we are resistant. What is the message for us, Spirit? Galactic mushroom just popped up. That was in our last reading. February. Today feels like a warm hug. There's galactic mushroom again. I don't know. Somebody needs to go watch that reading again. I was just being lazy. Hold on. I need to reposition myself. All right, Spirit, for those of us that are being resistant to this call, to this invitation, right? You know your story. So, Spirit, those of us who are being resistant, those times of resistance, what do you need us to know about those moments? Thank you. Lost in space, needing direction. You know what, let's pull the non-resistant one, just for some contrast. Oh, all right. In the hand, the universe is your partner. Woo! Amen, amen, ashe. So when we are in those moments of resistance, we have the number 36, lost in space, needing direction. Ooh, that glare, baby. Sorry about that, y'all. Look at that. I forget the name of the chakra that's above us, right, above the crown. But oh my God. I'm sorry. Okay, I'm about to share what just came up. Every time I do Reiki on my clients, every time, it's just a part of my thing. My Reiki master didn't teach me this. I think about the crown. After I get all the way up to the crown chakra, I tell them, envision something above your head. Envision a orb, a butterfly, a flower, whatever the symbol is for you, in this warm, glowing white light, purple light, whatever color me and my clients are feeling in that moment. I tell them to see it and then allow it to open so that the universe and them can be threaded together. Wow. Okay, Spirit, something else is going to come up here for me. It's like, and we haven't read the card yet, it's like you don't even really need direction, you need connection. And I didn't mean for that to rhyme. I'm sorry. You don't even need direction, you need connection. Because the world is in your hands, right? I kind of like that. So right, the globe is in our hands. Where do I go? And it's just like, you know where to go. Well, be moved. Let yourself be moved. And that's what art does for us, right? It moves us. It moves us to, oh my God, let me tell you about this movie I just watched. It moves us to connection. Let me text my mom. Let me tell my friend about what I'm going through, because this movie I was just watching, Wave, and like, this is really bringing up some daddy issues. And I reached out to my friend Joey. Let yourself be moved. And in order to let yourself be moved, you have to be, so this is those moments when we're resistant, it's like, I know this it's easier said than done, but give it all up. That's what I just heard. Like, give it all up. Give it all up. And this is something that Muji on YouTube, empty, 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 in his little Jamaican, empty, 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 empty. Empty yourself. Empty yourself. Just for a moment, he says. Just put yourself down. Just for a moment. You can pick yourself back up in a bit. Pick up your personality in 5 minutes. Just let us get empty, 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 empty. Empty yourself for a moment. And I know, actually, that in nature I can. So whatever your environment is, right, changing our environment, movement changes our mood. Go to a place or draw or lose yourself in a TV show, whatever. I'm not going to judge whatever works for you. Whatever allows you to empty yourself. Okay, let's read this card. Sometimes in life we lose our way, perhaps falling prey to addictive behaviors, jealousy, comparison, resistance, or fear. This happens especially when we are up-leveling and genuinely changing for the better. A part of us, hiding in the vast expansiveness of space, wants to sabotage our process. In the transformation process, our inner world no longer feels safe or inhabitable as we find that our thoughts and beliefs have morphed beyond recognition. You may find yourself adrift in this way right now, unable to focus or determine the next step. You might be tired, simply need to regroup and rest. When you lack direction, the first thing to do is redirect your perspective of time. Like a newborn who needs swaddling to feel safe, you're invited to reduce your life visioning to the next 24 hours. Let y'all sit with that. I'm going to grab my charger really quick. I knew I should have just hooked this up in the beginning, right? So allow yourself to just think about the next 24 hours. Empty yourself about 3 months from now, because that is where the resistance is. How am I going to get to June? How am I going to get to May when I want to just get through the next 24 hours? Put one, right, like they say, one foot in front of the other. Anyone can handle living in 24-hour compartments, which allows everything to feel grounded and manageable. You get lost in space when you imagine being swallowed up in this giant vastness of the future. With its dark uncertainty, or reflect on how your past has held you captive in a hall of distorted, never-ending mirrors. I feel like, did I pull this card recently? There's also something with a compass. I shared this card with my friend Nina, who is also a writer, and I shared this part about you being held captive in a hall of distorted, never-ending mirrors, right? Illusion, she said. That's what Nina said. This hall of mirrors, sort of, right? And it's all illusions. Because the way that you remember your past is not actually entirely how it was. Because when you were in your past, you weren't thinking about that other person. You weren't seeing your parents as you see them now, right? There's sort of an understanding that comes with maturity. And so don't allow, as my friend Nina was saying, don't allow the past, which can have its fracturing, its illusion, the mirror is cracked. How you're seeing it isn't. So don't even, I'm not letting, and I shared this as well, I'm not allowing my past to fracture me. I'm not going to allow it to split me in two. Because yes, I know I gave up before, but I'm not, so what? So what? Whatever. Short-term memory loss, bitch. Okay? I have short-term memory loss when it comes to my failures. When it comes to my failures, when it comes to my misgivings, when it comes to, because I have to forgive myself quickly so I can get moving. I got places to be. You will find your energy and focus restored as you recognize that you were never lost at all. Keep it simple. Right now, conserve your energy and take care of you in basic, fundamental ways. So getting back to the basics, what I remember this past week, I made myself like a meal that I loved as a kid, right? And it just gave me nostalgia, and that's just what I needed. I only had it twice. I threw the rest of it away. I was like, that cheese is horrible. But it's the kind of cheese that I had when I was a kid, and I just wanted it, and I did it for 2 nights. And so take care of yourself in these simple, fundamental ways, and the path will show itself, right? The inspired action that you take when you just get this kind of, man, I feel like I should call them, do it. You have no idea what opportunities on the other side of that. That's what happened to me. I was going through some old things, moving. I was moving and I was packing some stuff up, and I wanted to go through this hard drive for whatever reason. Listened to an old reading from this astrologer, and I listened to the whole thing and took notes as if it was the first time, and it was still resonating from 2017. I DM'd her because I knew that, I forgot that I had her number still, which I did. I DM'd her though, and I was like, hey Lisa, like I just listened to that thing again. And she goes, oh my God, I'm so happy that you reached out to me. Can we get on a call together? And then she opened me up to this opportunity with this woman who's like in PR, but also does events for like healers and things like that. So now I have that connection now, just because I wasn't looking to reconnect with her, but I just allowed with everything that was 6 feet in front of me, as Sister Shaman says. I just allowed what was 6 feet in front of me to guide me. And now here I am. And so be gentle, be gentle, be gentle. Now, when we are in our bag, when we are feeling the creative genius of the world, when we are feeling inspired, when we see that, wow, this sort of trust that I have, it's working out for me. We know that we are in the hand, the universe as our partner. Get that, no glare. Look at that. It does have a shape, but it's shapeless, right? That is shapeless. The energy that creates worlds. Right here. You got the magic. We got the magic. You got the magic, babe. I got it. You got it. We got that. That's just Justin Timberlake. That song just came to mind. Okay. In the hand. All right, let's read this. This is card number 31. So we had card 36 and then card 31. I got it. You got it. We got that magic, babe. I got it. Feeling secure. Taken care of. Yes. I got it. I just got it. I got it. I got this. And I got me. We got this. We got this. We got this. Sometimes you just need to, delusional girls. We need to just pep talk ourselves. I got this. We got this. Because it's not just I. But, they know what I mean. I'm emboldening myself because I need my ego on this trip. In this lifetime, something amazing happens when you contemplate your intimate relationship with the higher power. How do you engage it? Perhaps you might see things through the influence of your religious background, or you may have been exposed to other ways of making the connection that connection are real for you. It doesn't matter the source of your understanding. What matters is what works for you, right? And so sometimes I'll just be like, yo, we got this. All right, Spirit, like, how are you going to surprise and delight me today? Sometimes that's how I will go into a situation. Whatever works for you, right? So when you have these healers speaking to you, take the language that works for you. Like I said, I have a rebellious spirit, and so I'm a victim to no thing and no man. That's one of my mantras. That might not work for you. For example, if you believe in a punitive God, you will be afraid of punishment for your transgressions. If you believe in a version of a higher power that blesses you, you may find it easier to surrender to a relationship of radical trust. I said this, I've had this thought before of to think that my God is going to punish me, or that any sort of discomfort and dis-ease or resistance is punishment. I'm like, I don't think the world is against me like that. That sounds like a really harsh world to live in. And so no wonder so many people are suffering. I don't think I don't think the universe is judgmental, really. It couldn't be, because I think judgment is like there's judgments, and then there's because even animals have to discern danger, right? Oh, I have to look at that and, determine, but it's, I'm going to come back to that thought, because that's really interesting, actually. Right now, if you imagine relaxing, curled up in the hands of the divine, how does that make you feel? Can you then turn over your needs and desires to that divine power and trust that you're safe and secure and don't have to do anything at all to feel that way? Grace is activated in your life right now. You're in good hands. Your work, family, relationship, home, everything is in good hands with Allstate. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. You've done all you can, so now is the time to rest and recharge instead of producing, doing, acting, strategizing. A hot tea, a good book, and a soft blanket are in order. Ashe, 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 ashe. This is what I said this, it was like Friday or something. I had just finished this HR conference. A few people gave me their business cards, like follow up, and I'm like, wow, this is really exciting. But I was tired. I'm like, I'm not going to rush to the next thing. Yes, there are doors opening for me. I'm at the peak, or I am at the brink of like so many doors opening for me. But all of them aren't even for me. So why am I going to hasten myself? I need to rest. I need to decompress. I don't want to talk to anybody. I've been talking to people for 3 days straight. I'm just going to chill because I trust. We got this. Like these opportunities are going to run away from me if they're for me. So trust that you are in the hands of God. Trust that you are in the right hands, your hands. Do you trust your hands? And I do. Do you trust your magic? And I do. Do you trust your word? Do you believe that when you say you're going to do something that you're going to do it, or do you constantly let yourself down? In whose hands do you feel safe? Definitely not the government's hands. That's this. Right? Who can you lay down with? Who can you curl up in a soft blanket with? If not even literally, but on the phone, right? In some sort of connection. You've done all you can, so now is the time to rest. And this is the energy that we need to be reminded of when we are in the flow, right? Is to, hey, you good. Okay? Stay in the pocket. Stay in the pocket. You feel me? Like, come on. We're in, and that's what it is. We're in the rhythm. We moving. We good. We good. And even when you wake up a little bit like anxious, you can still get back. The beat is always there. Because Mother Earth is playing, baby. Okay? There's a rhythm here. Okay? There's a rhythm here. I don't know why I'm being such a goofy. But the rhythm is here, right? All you need to do is catch the beat. That's all you got to do. Catch the beat. Because the universe is your dance partner. Right? The universe is your partner in the hands of God. Oh my God, y'all, do you understand? Like, I'm about to get emotional over here. Something that I do is I listen to a love song. One of my favorite, it's usually an old school love song, some Luther Vandross, right? Some Isley Brothers, something, right? Um, I want to thank you for, oh my God, hold on, I just lost it. For shining your light on me. It makes me happy, so very happy. Right, that one? If you know, you know, and we're family. Okay. I imagine that I'm singing, right, if it's a woman song, a female singing, I imagine I'm singing this love song to the universe, or if it's a male singing, it's like a love song to me from spirit. And that's what this feels like. And if you can create a relationship like that, because it's more than romantic. And there's this woman on TikTok, I can't remember her name, but she said, when you get to that point where you can have that conversation, it's such a familiar love. And it's so familiar, but it's different than the love I feel when I think about my mom. It's different. Whew. Man. Like, God, spirit, universe, the higher power, the source, the creator, whatever that energy is for you. Think about it as an eternal partner. And I got you. That's how I feel. And I don't know how else to explain the situation I'm in. Even when I'm in the negatives, even as my heart is breaking, I reconnect, I get back into the pocket with the universe, and they're still there, loving me. And if I can be convicted and reassured and validated and warmed up and wrapped up with my level of, because that love keeps me earnest. I'm uncompromising because me and spirit said so. So I don't give a fuck what's happening. It's going to work out, right? This girl responded to one of my videos on TikTok and said, it's just disgusting optimism. Just disgusting, right? Because me and my higher power, me and my soul family, those people I'm going to return to after I leave this body, they are cheering for me, they are wishing for me, they are guiding me, they are inspired by me. They're watching this play. Sometimes I like to think about that. Like this sort of play. They're watching this play of my life, and I think the more that I remember, God, the more that I remember their love is there for me, the more spring in my step, the more imbued I am, the more energetic I am, the more vibrant I am. And I love when I'm vibrant. And so let me reconnect to that love that is always there, that is the most familiar, unexplainable love. If I can keep reconnecting to that, I can keep going. And I will. And you will. You will too. We will. You are in the hands. The universe is your dance partner. Just remember to get back in the pocket. Okay? Just get back in rhythm. Wow. Okay, I'm just going to... Day by day. Y'all saw me. I just picked it up. What did we say about this card? Lost in space. Just take it 24 hours. The best stories produce better stories. I love that there's this tombstone here. Right? We lay down. You lay yourself down. Empty, 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 empty. Right? The vessel empty when you die. Empty, 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 empty. And now you get to produce a better story. Oh my God. Come on, ancestors. They are creating stories through us now, right? I get to say, I heard the spirit of my grandmother tell me, who told you to give up on yourself? Who told you to doubt yourself? Right? She has been laid to rest, my grandmother, my great-grandmother, my grandfather, my auntie, my uncles. They have been laid to rest. And now their story is going to produce better stories through me, through my mother, through my uncles and cousins. And then when I am laid to rest, I will be visiting my descendants, okay? And be like, Auntie Michelle, Cousin Michelle, like, I am going to be here forever. Forever. You know. But because this energy doesn't die, I've been, okay. I'm wired. I'm wired, y'all. This has been a 31-minute reading. I'm going to end this here. I love you so much. I love you so much. And we are so proud of you.